In a ROM hack where almost everything is broken and overpowered, you would think that there would be no forbidden Pokemon. A Pokemon so powerful it completely trivializes the game. Well, that Pokemon does exist, and it's Primal Cascoon. But there is another Pokemon in this game with abilities so dominant that it's not even available to the player. A Pokemon that could solo entire teams with ease. It's the abomination known as Dewleon. Now, what makes this creature the threat that it is? Because stats wise, it's nothing special. Ice normal type with only a base stat total of 560. That's less than a Pyukumuku. I mean, look at it compared to Primal Cascoon, who has a total of 721. Well, it all comes down to its abilities. It has two exclusively made just for it, but its main ability in particular is what makes it the unstoppable force that it is. Prismatic Fur. The single most broken ability in the game, and for those of you that have ever had a Pokemon with it on a randomizer, you know just how busted it is. Well, firstly, you should know that Prismatic Fur is actually 4 abilities at once. Color Change, Protean, Fur Coat, and Ice Scales. Fur Coat and Ice Scales are pretty straightforward, cutting the physical and special attack damage respectively, making Dewleon way bulkier than it looks. Protean will change its typing to the same as the move it's about to use. Essentially, this gives all of its moves stab damage. And lastly, Color Change. Color Change in this is nothing like the base games, where the type changes depending on what it's hit with. No, now it changes its type before it gets hit, making sure it always takes not very effective damage or no damage at all as it becomes a type immune to the incoming attack. This gives it a bunch of immunities like Electric, Ground, Fighting, Dragon. Good luck even touching this thing. If it had just this ability alone, it would be a top tier Pokemon, but we still have 3 to go. Its other unique ability is Retribution Blow. This ability will punish any Pokemon that tries to set up against Dewleon. If a stat boosting move is used, Dewleon will use Hyper Beam for free, and it doesn't feel good. You can't just brute force your way through its bulk because before long, you will be taken out. Maybe you'll give it a status condition to wear it down. Well, Toxic won't work because of Color Change, and because of its ability Wonder Skin, which gives all the foes' status move 50% accuracy, is a big risk. And lastly, if you still aren't impressed with the bulk it has one more trick up its sleeve, or fins. North Wind automatically sets up Aurora Veil for it on entry, once again having the damage of both physical and special attack. There's just no way to get through this thing before it sets up and takes you out. Not to mention it gets almost any move it could want. There's a good reason it was locked away and nowhere to be found. It makes you wonder how Calvin ever got his hands on one. Of course, there are a few ways to get around it. Like with most Pokemon, it's not a fan of Destiny Bond. The move Skill Swap is a great strategy to use, taking away its Prismatic Fur and opening it up to a bunch of vulnerabilities, and your Pokemon gets the ability themselves. Pokemon with abilities that mess with the type chart, like Molten Down, which makes fire super effective against rock, or an ability like Corrosion. Dewleon will be able to take super effective damage that way. Overall, Dewleon is really just too powerful for any trainer to have. There's no way to obtain it for now, but maybe in a future update it could be a fun post-game prize. Do you think it's better than Primal Cascoon? Let me know your pick down below. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. I will see you in the next one. Peace.